Hi, my name is Lindsay Hensler, and I am a sophomore at UNC Chapel Hill. Today, I will be talking to you about a recent catastrophe in the country of Haiti. Hi, my name is Lindsay Hensler, and I am currently a sophomore at UNC Chapel Hill. Today, I will be talking to you about a recent catastrophe in the country of Haiti. Haiti is located in the Caribbean and borders the Dominican Republic on an island. As a result, Haiti is not too far from the United States or other Caribbean countries such as Cuba and Jamaica. In fact, Haiti is closer to the United States than Puerto Rico is. Around 5 p.m. on January 12, 2010, a 7.0 magnitude earthquake struck Haiti about 10 kilometers or 6.2 miles from Port-au-Prince, Haiti. There are many reasons about why the earthquake occurred and why its impact has been so large. Plate tectonics involves studying how different parts of the earth connect to one another. As you can see in the picture on the left, Haiti is a country that is already in high danger of earthquakes due to its close proximity to a transform fault boundary. As you can see on the right, a transform fault boundary is a boundary in which two plates move alongside each other, and the friction created from this movement causes cracks to be created in between the two boundaries. Some people may note that small earthquakes are always occurring because the earth is continuously, slowly moving apart and together. So people want to know why this earthquake has had such a large impact. Well, there are several different reasons. First, the magnitude of the earthquake was high. Magnitude is measured on the Richter scale. It rates earth tremors on a scale from 1 to 9, with 9 being the most powerful, and each number representing an increase of 10 times the energy over the previous number. According to this scale, any quake that is higher than 4.5 can cause damage to stone buildings. Quakes rated at a magnitude of 7 and above, such as the Haiti earthquake, are considered very severe. Not only was the magnitude enough to constitute a severe earthquake, but the location of the epicenter in an area with high population density. This means that where the earthquake occurred, a lot of people lived in a small area. This means that when the earthquake occurred or hit, it affected more people than it would have in another location. Lastly, in general, Haiti is a poor country and is not well developed like the United States. The building codes are less strict, and because of this, homes and buildings are not built to withstand strong catastrophic events such as hurricanes and earthquakes. If an earthquake with the same rating occurred somewhere in a country that was more developed, then it would not have caused as much loss as Haiti is currently enduring. The impact of this earthquake was felt throughout all of Haiti. Hundreds of thousands of people were killed, left homeless, or stranded in an area. Unfortunately, the hospitals and headquarters were also destroyed. What makes this extremely unfortunate is that during times of struggle, people need to go to a hospital or they depend on the headquarters from other countries to bring in supplies and other aid relief. But unfortunately, with the poor building restrictions and intensity of the earthquake, many of these areas were destroyed and people had nowhere to turn to. There were many people who survived the earthquake but were left without any means of shelter because the hospitals were not operating as normal, their homes were destroyed, and all of the homes around them were destroyed so that they could not stay with friends and family members. What few hospitals remained intact following the earthquake were extremely overcrowded as people competed for space, time, and resources to manage the wounds, and people had to make difficult decisions about who to help and who to turn away for help, because there is only so much space for people within the hospitals. In addition, as you can see in the upper left-hand corner, there is a picture that compares what a building may have looked like before the earthquake versus what it could have looked like after the earthquake. Although it is not the same exact building, it shows what happened to the buildings following the earthquake. The photo on the top in the image displays how the roof was caved in and the windows were shattered and the center was completely destroyed. On the bottom left-hand corner, you can see a picture of homeless children and other people walking the streets because the people literally had nowhere else to go but the streets themselves. In the lower right-hand corner, you can observe a picture of people attempting to help someone who is in need and take her to a place where maybe they can find medical help for that person. Of course, it happens in a complete catastrophe. Relief efforts, they have to happen. And of course, they have been put into place and other countries have stepped up in order to help the residents and citizens of Haiti. For example, members of the United States Peace Corps were able to fly in medical supplies, food, and water. One of the main problems with the relief efforts, though, is that no particular system has been put into place in order to distribute these resources, and often, as in the case of food and water, the citizens get into riots over these resources because there are so many people and such a small amount of food and water to go around. It is difficult to imagine a place where people are struggling and fighting with one another just to try to get something that seems simple and abundant in the United States, such as water. The military aid has brought in over 10,000 troops, and unfortunately, with Haiti being unable to provide aid to its own citizens, much of the aid has come from other countries such as the United States and a number of other countries who are members of the United Nations. As you can see in the picture below, relief efforts have not been easy. Haiti has been completely destroyed and it causes problems for all modes of transportation into and out of the country, such as by air, through airplane, or by water on ship. This has been a severe problem because the Port-au-Prince airport is extremely small and is not designed for the high number of flights attempting to come into and out of the country to provide relief efforts to Haiti. In addition, the ships were unable to bring in cargo because the ports were damaged by the earthquake, and the ships were too big to come into the alternate ports. As a result, the ships have been stranded away from land in the ocean. What this means is that smaller boats have to go out into the ocean, get some of the supplies, bring it back to the mainland, and make multiple trips back and forth in order to remove the supplies from the ships. Also, with roads being blocked by debris and homeless people, and not to mention the homes being thrown all over the place by the earthquake, it has been very difficult to find consistent routes for ground transportation to occur. When it comes to those in leadership positions dealing with relief efforts, of course, it is only natural that we think of the president, Rene Preval. The President of Haiti has made great efforts and strides to partner with leaders from other nations in order to assist with relief efforts within his own country. Perhaps one of the most important partnerships that he has made is with the United States, and he has allowed for military troops to come in from the United States in order to provide relief without giving the military troops a difficult time, besides the restraints that he has no control over, such as the challenges faced by limited transportation routes to and from the United States and Haiti. Former United States President Bill Clinton also has taken an extremely important role in the relief efforts by not only working to restructure the government with President Rene Preval, but also by helping organize a special envoy with the United Nations in order to provide further relief efforts. Relief efforts, the earthquake itself. But what does all of this mean for Haiti's future? At least socially, the event itself has left many children as orphans because parents were either killed during the initial impact of the earthquake, or parents were injured and later died as a result of sustained injuries because of lack of medical care. In addition, the many relief efforts that were unorganized and caused riots have caused great tension between communities that once got along with each other, and also tension between people within the same community. When it comes to struggling for mandatory resources such as food and water, people take these struggles very seriously, and without organized relief efforts, people were left to fend for themselves and increase tension between one another. The picture that is shown is especially interesting because the picture is of a woman who recently adopted two children who were orphans and left without parents. This woman lost her husband to the catastrophe of the interstate bridge falling in Minneapolis, Minnesota, back in August of 2007. It is interesting to see how the survivor from one catastrophe is going to great lengths in order to help survivors of another catastrophe. I now challenge you to think about the long-lasting impact of an earthquake. What I mean by this is think about how the politics and economy of Haiti will be affected for the next year, or even 2 years. 10 years from now, what will Haiti look like because of this earthquake? Will it be the same? Will people improve the infrastructure? How will businesses open? What will businesses do about the customers who cannot pay for their goods right now because everyone is homeless? If you were in charge of the United Nations, what would you do to help a country like Haiti, and why? Please consider these questions and take the time to think about them, because although it may seem obvious that people need to jump right in and help, sometimes planning and coordinating relief efforts is more helpful for a catastrophe as large as the one in Haiti. Mass chaos can result when everyone attempts to help in their own way, and the task of merely coordinating relief efforts can be just as helpful, if not more, as direct volunteer service. Thank you, and have a nice day.